You can view the player's overall interest in your team here.
Hell no, Cooper. All right, that's cool. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the
Let me turn this
North
down.
Carolina, where the spirit of the late Sam Mills lives on with the pounding of the drum as we're ready.
I'm about
for
to do the
football
Panthers
at
move,
Bank
boy.
of America Stadium in Charlotte. On the return is Trey Palmer. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They're led by former #1 overall pick and Super Bowl champion with the Rams, Matthew Stafford.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
Right back to Irving.
Why is he blocking that?
He's hit and taken down behind the line.
Damn, what is he
I'd like to
blocking
see that
that,
running back
bro?
be a
He
little
ran
bit more
past the
decisive
whole
with his
block.
cut, Mike. You can see he was a little hesitant, and once you're late making that decision, you just kind of get strong laterally. Great job there by the defense, and he has no choice but to take that loss.
Oh, shit.
Intercepted. What a bad start on the third play. Picked off by Kamari Lassiter.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. Tight end motioning left. They'll run it for the first time with Javonte Williams. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Look at that bullshit. My damn defense, boy. I'm going to have to give a assault for my damn defense.
And it'll be 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Here's Eddie Pinheiro now, as the Panthers will try the field goal. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Panthers will take a 3-0 lead. So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Palmer now to return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Falcons offense.
I got to do something with my damn defense, though,
They
man.
had the interception on that opening drive. It only led to a field goal, so 3-0 as the offense comes back out 1st and 10. Past the 45. Still going.
Oh, no. No, he did just fumble.
And the Panthers are going to recover the football.
Oh, shit.
What a stunning turn of fortune.
Oh, no way.
Big gainer is negated by the fumble at the end, and the defense comes up with the football.
Mike, we see this so often on a run of this game. The ball carrier can tend to kind of lose track of where all the defenders are, and that's exactly what happened here. They're able to knock the ball loose and recover it, and really offset what was one of their biggest plays of the game.
They'll go again with Williams. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A loss of 2 brings up 3rd and 10.
70 Lions. Now Dart. Here's a screen set up to Williams. Good looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Man, look at this bullshit here.
That's good for a Carolina Panther.
On the ground, this is Williams. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Right.
Here we go. 60. Dart going to throw here on 2nd down. This one not quite on target. Got him too much. That one falls incomplete. 3rd and long.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
Another shotgun. It's Dart. He's going to air this one out. And that is incomplete. But a penalty flag is down. Let's see who they got. On 4th down, here's Blake Gillikin to punt. And back deep, it is Trey Palmer. This brought in out past the 20. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Falcons offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Terrific interior performer Jeffrey Simmons on the stop. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Stafford. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. On 3rd down, it's Irving. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controls the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll snap it. Here's Stafford. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have that first down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Stafford. That is caught. It is Hopkins. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. On the ground, it's Irving. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, you're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively. And it sets up 4th down.
A 53-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Falcons will tie the game at 3 apiece.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
It's another run here for Williams. He's got room to the 45. And he's going to be out of bounds, just shy of midfield.
Defense is so fucking weak.
17 yards on that play. It's good for a Panther first down.
Carolina Panther.
Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He'll take a shot for Watson.
Look at that boy. Yeah.
All the way. Christian
That's a
Watson
fucking bullshit.
His first touchdown
Okay.
of the new campaign. On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. It's up and through. Panthers take a 10-3 lead. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Palmer now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Falcons offense and their running back Bucky Irving ready to hit the field again. And he has been sensational in this opening quarter. You have to imagine we're going to see much more of him as this game goes on. A give. This is Irving. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11. At the 27.
Off play action. It's Stafford. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And a big gain out of bounds as time runs down. An exclamation point to end this first quarter. The Falcons have it to start quarter number 2. They'll come up here first and 10. As we are ready to get back underway.
Nah, that was
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Running back looked a little unsure of himself on that carry there, Mike. You have to think back to that fumble earlier in the game. How much is that still weighing on his mind? He didn't really seem to attack that hole like we've seen in the past. He gets stopped with no gain.
And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. Out of the gun, Stafford. That's complete. He got it to Hopkins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. On the handoff, it's Irving. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get first down after first down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ball a little closer now. It is second and goal. Irving. This defense backed up, but they bring the fire there. Stop him before he can get past the 3-yard line. Now Stafford on third and goal. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. Trying to work quickly here and put the pressure on the defense.
A 2-yard gain.
The Panthers will take their first timeout. as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll try and run for it. And he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on down.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Oh, gotta be careful here. Looks like they're just going to avoid the safety, but not by much. That was close to being a disaster.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
A give, and here comes Williams. Powerful running there, stiff-arming his way for a gain of 6.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide-open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. A big play after being backed up. 32 yards. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion right. That's quick RPO to Ferguson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. From the 48-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. That is Ferguson in motion. A quick throw on the RPO is complete. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield. So that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game.
Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 17-yard.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Second and 7.
Here we go.
To throw is Dart. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Go!
Here's Dart. Back of the end zone. He's got it. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Panthers. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area.
Previous play is under review.
And we'll get a moment here as they look this one over. Remember, the call on the field is what they'll stick with unless they have clear, incontrovertible visual evidence to the contrary. In other words, it's got to be the truth. So, ruled a touchdown originally. They didn't find any reason to overturn it, and it stays on the board. Extra point by Pinheiro is good. And And the Panthers move out in front by the score of 17-3. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Palmer now to return. Get across to 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. Hey, Greg, no one better than you to talk about the rookie crop of tight ends, especially at the top. A couple guys who have Midwest ties, played in the Big Ten, now find themselves in the Midwest, especially Colston Loveland, who's a Chicago Bear tight end.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, Mike, when I watch Loveland play, you look back and watch his tape from Michigan, there's two guys that play tight in the NFL. There's the guy that you have to script open. He's going to catch flat routes and naked routes, and he's going to catch the easy ones, and he'll run after and get what he can. And then there's the guys, Mike, that get themselves open. They can win third down one-on-ones. They can win versus press. They can win routes downfield versus defensive backs, not just linebackers. When I watch Colston Loveland, that's the guy I see.
And another one out of the Big Ten, Tyler Warren from Penn State. He goes to Indianapolis.
Yeah, and he's a little more of a throwback, right? He can play a little quarterback, he can play H-back, he can put his hand on the ground. He's still good enough and athletic enough to play in space. When you look at what Penn State did with him, there wasn't a position on the field, including center, that he didn't play. So he's a really big, physical, run after catch. I think he's a good fit because, remember, in Indy, that Shane Steichen offense, they're going to want to run the
pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Now a timeout for Carolina. That's going to be their second, as they'll discuss what's to come. It's fourth downs looming. They're going to go. It's Stafford. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. That's out wide to Williams. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Throwing, Dart. He takes off. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick. Picking up the first down.
For a Carolina Panther. First and goal.
Dart. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone. They'll send a tight end in motion. Williams. And he'll go down back at the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Eddie Pinheiro going to come on and try a field goal now. This, about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Panthers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
By today's kicking standard, Mike, this is clearly a chip shot. I don't know if there was a lot of question that he'd make this one. So nice job making sure you end the half on a high note, coming away with 3.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. And no rest for the weary. Let's get right back to it. Quarter number 3 set to begin. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
With the struggles they had running the ball in the first half, Mike, it makes sense that they're trying here early in the second to get this ball carrier going. But this last run's not going to do him any favors. Another rush, another loss of yards.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They run over center with Williams. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing is Dart. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard. Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 8.
Second and 8 at the Falcons' 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. It's Dart. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped them behind the line. Fourth down coming up. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. This one from 47 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Panthers will extend their third quarter lead.
I think at this point in the game, Mike, when you have things
I
under
got a
control,
motherfucking
not only
score.
were they able to hold on to the ball for a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Falcons offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. So we've seen from the start of the season the change in the kickoff rule, the ball coming out to the 35 instead of the 30. Greg, as you talk to folks around the league, there's been a little bit of a change philosophically in how to approach even when you kick a field goal in the NFL.
Yeah, and I think...
Oh, a loose football.
This motherfucker fumble motherfucker again, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
Firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
That pass caught by Amon-Ra.
Jonah, you can go ahead and simmer this week, my brother. This already a fucking loss. Oh, that's a bug. Shit, I don't know. I might try this motherfucker again. Ain't no way this motherfucker fuck with twice.